Hey guys, Ben with Ben's Viewfinder here, and we are in my backyard today, and we are here to talk about a product I recently got, and I think it's amazing. And what I'm going to do is basically just show you what it is at first, and I'm going to reset up and I'll show you how it actually works. But what it is this lovely thing right here that's in this pouch, and it's called a Cam Ranger. And what this little thing is like a wireless tethering system to my iPad, or to an iPhone, or to an Android, or anything else, and it allows you to remote view your viewfinder on your camera. Sorry about traffic noise. To be able to take pictures without you being at your camera, which is great for if you do wildlife photography and you want to try to get close to animals or things like that, and you can't get there without scaring them. You can set it up at, like, a good example would be like a little pond or something like that if you want to get deer. So set your camera system up. This has a pretty good range. I think somebody said something about 150 feet. If there's nothing in between you and it, any walls or anything like that, they'll cause interference. So you set this up, you get your iPad or whatever, you move away from the location, you camp out and you wait, and when they come in, you're able to take your photos. Now, this is $300, I think is what I paid for it. It's kind of expensive, and it's not compatible with every camera in the world, but it is compatible with a lot. This same unit I can take and use on most Canons also, and most Nikon units. I'm using it here on my D3X. And basically it just comes in this little thing which you charge this up, and it has a little wireless thing, and you have an app on your iPad, and you plug it into the micro USB on the side of the camera here. You flip this on, which I will do right now. And it's all very simple and pretty easy to use. Make sure it's plugged in. Make sure it's charged, which I don't think it is. Well, it helps if you use the right switch. Ha! That's funny. I'm switching the Wi-Fi on and off, not the power of the actual unit. So we'll switch the power on. And this charges using a micro USB also they give you with it. And then they give you this little pouch here, which I have hanging on the bottom where my sandbag mount is on the bottom of my tripod here. I just have it hanging in there because it comes with this little lanyard type thing that'll clip on to anywhere. Some people complain about it not having its own like hot shoe mount for the top of the camera or something like that. I don't know if you can figure that out aftermarket or not. I'm not really sure. So basically it's plugged in, we've got it turned on. Make sure the camera's on. You don't need to do anything to the camera. You can change all those settings remotely using your iPad afterwards. And so basically I turn on, I have some basic settings set on there, whatever, so you guys don't have to see it and wait for me to set everything up. But plug it in, make sure you have the app downloaded. You have to do a little sync thing where you have to connect to it like it's a Wi-Fi network on your phone or your iPad, and then you'll be able to link right up to it. So I'm going to switch now. I'm going to go over and set up so I can show you how to take a selfie with it, I guess. So, alright, we'll see you guys in just a second. Alright, well, we're back, I think. I don't know, I'm trying to control multiple cameras here without screwing everything up. It's getting a little bit darker, so I messed with my light a little bit, so sorry. But basically I'm going to show you here. I'm going to try to show you, just turn this around and show you how it works on the iPad here. But basically when you go into your settings here in your iPad, under your Wi-Fi, you'll connect to the Cam Ranger. Will have its own listed, and right now I'm connected to mine. And so after you connect to the Wi-Fi network and you set it up, the password is the serial number on the Cam Ranger. Then you have your app. So here's my Cam Ranger app, and you launch that. And now it starts. So now I'm launched into my system, and now I switch to live view mode for my camera. And there we go. Now I am viewing what my camera is viewing. Obviously, I'm very out of focus. That's okay, that's not a problem. We can control all that from right here. So if I want to focus on me, let's say, we'll double tap on me. We'll zoom in, very blurry. We'll just tap once. The system's focusing. I don't know if it got me or not. Let's see. There we are. That's me, kind of creepy looking. Go ahead and zoom back out, and so now we've managed to control it, and we can control everything here. I've got a live histogram. I've got I can change my mode if I want to switch to aperture priority mode or anything like that. I can change my ISO, my shutter speeds, everything like that. And what I'll do is, and then I can view them too. So let's take a test shot. I'll just look right at the camera here. We'll go hi. There we go. I just kicked off a shot. And so now it's going to kick back and it's going to be dark. I can tell it already. So up here I'm getting a preview of it. It'll download. It takes a second to download, especially when you're using a large camera like I have, where it's a lot of megapixels, so the files are very large. So it'll take a minute to download because it is going over a Wi-Fi network. But the nice thing is that compared to looking on the back of your little camera, or on the back of your little viewfinder, this is a much more detailed, much more cleaner image that you can gauge how well you're doing. I'm probably way off the frame, and I just realized this because I'm trying to show you. But as you can see, it is very dark. And so we want to make some adjustments. All right, so we'll go back to live view. And let's go to ISO 800. We'll give that a whirl. And we will try, let's see, we were at, let's try a 1/4 of a second exposure. We're at f4.5. We'll see. I don't know if it's going to work or not. So we'll give it another go here. There I am. It's even showing me a live preview. It'll show me a little bit more grain, showing that my ISO has gone up a little bit. Try it again. We'll see how that one comes through. Oh, now see, this one's almost too bright. So yes, it's kind of a trial and error type thing, and I haven't, sorry, I'm backing up again. I haven't learned all of the little tricks and everything of how it works. I've only messed with it a little bit. I've only had it about 2 weeks or so, and I've just been messing with random situations and trying it out, and I like it so far. I really do. I think it's amazing. What's really great about it too is that if you need to place a remote camera like up high somewhere, let's say you're at a wedding and you want to put a secondary body up in the corner somewhere where you want to take a picture, you can do that. You can be able to control it with this. If the lighting changes, or if you just want to check in and see how your shots are doing, it's great. It's perfect. So that one's not so great. Let's try one more time. What do you say? We'll go to 1/10 of a second. We'll try and make this a good one. And so, but it's nice because you're able to do all this on the fly. I never have to go back to my camera. It has pretty decent battery life. That one looks pretty good. I'll show it to you here in just a second. But it makes it really easy for things like that. Or like I said, wildlife photography is a perfect example for shooting animals and things like that that are very skittish. If you want to get up close, if you want to be able to take pictures of them, you have this system. Makes life nice and easy. All right, let's see here. I will just show you. And then the thing is that after you view these images on your iPad or whatever, you can choose. See, here we go. That's pretty decently exposed. I don't know if you guys can see or not. Well, looks pretty good. And so after you have it on here, you can choose to download that image to your iPad and then upload it to wherever you like. So if you're perfectly happy, you don't want to edit it, or if you have Lightroom Mobile, which Adobe just released the new Lightroom for mobile devices. So now I can do everything right on my iPad. I don't even need a computer if I really don't want one. I can take the shot remotely using my iPad. I can download it onto my iPad. I can edit it in Lightroom, and I can upload it to wherever I like, and it never even needs to see a computer. Kind of a cool idea. It is pricey. It is $300. But if you do a lot of nature photography, or even if you're wanting to do things that are like long exposure photography, or if you're wanting to do macro photography, like I'm getting ready to start doing a lot of macro work here because it's springtime, and I'm going to use this like crazy because then I never have to touch the camera. I can get it set up, I can get it nice and stable, and I don't have to worry about getting any camera shake whatsoever. A remote shutter release would work for this too, but in this case I can really kind of tune things down and see how they're coming out, and really be able to, if you want to do focus stacking with it, you can do HDR bracketing with it. What else? You got intervalometers is built into this app, so if you want to do multiple shots, if you want to do like a time-lapse type of idea, it's a very intuitive system. So check it out. This is just my preview. I'll make sure you guys can see the images that we took along the way. I'll throw those up on there, and check it out. And if you guys have any questions or comments, just ask. Check me out at bensviewfinder.com and check out my daily photos. So have a good day, guys.